Now, let us consider the soteriological implications of the doctrine of three natures. As we have seen before, out of the three natures, the ultimate nature gives, according to Vasubandhu, the true picture of what is there in the act of so called intentional consciousness. The picture that we get is like this: there is the other dependent nature, which is in reality non-dualistic, but it is creating duality of subject and object, which is actually not there. The story can end here as regards the idealistic analysis of intentional consciousness, but from soteriological point of view, it becomes the starting point of the discussion of emancipation. The knowledge of the ultimate nature is purifying knowledge, that is, it is called vyavadana, and hence emancipating knowledge according to Vasubandhu. However, what exactly consists of emancipation according to Vasubandhu is not clear from his statements. It is the state of emancipation or enlightenment or bodhi, the same as parinishpanna, or the question is, does it go beyond that? It seems that parinishpanna plays a dual role in Vasubandhu's philosophy. On the one hand, it serves as a key category of the idealistic analysis of intentional consciousness. On the other hand, it serves as the threshold for transcending intentionality of consciousness. In order to make this point clear, let us consider the remarks Vasubandhu makes in the concluding portions of the three texts. First, let us consider Vimshatika. In Vimshatika and his auto commentary of it, Vasubandhu says that our knowledge of other minds is as erroneous as our knowledge of our own minds, because both involve subject object duality. Buddha's knowledge of them is not erroneous, because it is free from such a duality. He also says that Buddhas know the reality in its inexpressible form, nirabhilapyena atmana. He says this in his auto commentary on verse number 21. Now, let us come to Trivishika, Vasubandhu's second text. In Trivishika, Vasubandhu identifies consciousness only with the true nature of things, which is there in all the three times. He continues that the two latent false beliefs, that is, the one concerning the cognizer and the other concerning the cognized, that is grahaka and grahya, will not stop until consciousness does not get established in the consciousness only state. How does one get established in the state of consciousness only? It is not through apprehension of the notion of consciousness only, but through the process of non-apprehension. When consciousness does not apprehend any object, it stays in the state of consciousness only. Vasubandhu calls or describes this ideal state or final state by different expressions. One expression is achitta, that is mindless state. Then anupalambha, non-apprehension. Then supramundane knowledge, lokottara jnana. Another expression is regression of store consciousness caused by the destruction of twofold depravity, that is dvidha daushtulya hani. Twofold depravity, dvidha daushtulya hani, that is twofold in the sense of kleshavarana and jneyavarana. And then another expression is passionless element, anasravadhatu, which is non-ratiocinative, wholesome and firm. Another expression is pleasant body of liberation called dharmakaya, the body of righteousness. Now let us come to the third text, Trisvabhava Nirdesha. In Trisvabhava Nirdesha, the process of liberation is described on different but similar lines. First, there is realization of the ultimate nature, that is realization of absence of duality. Then, through realization of mind only state, there is non-apprehension of the knowable, that is object. Through non-apprehension of the knowable, that is non-apprehension of the object, there is non-apprehension of mind. Through non-apprehension of both, that is object and mind, there is attainment of the element of righteousness, that is dharma dhatu. Through attainment of the element of righteousness, there is attainment of supremacy. Through attainment of supremacy, there is attainment of unparalleled enlightenment, which is identical with the three bodies of the Buddha, Trikaya. All the three sections which I have stated now from the three treatises give brief accounts of the journey of the consciousness towards liberation or Buddhahood. The common point in all the three accounts seems to be that the realization of the ultimate reality consists of non-apprehension of the object or non-apprehension of subject-object duality. So, that is about the doctrine of three natures. A key stage in this journey seems to be non-apprehension of duality, leading to or led by the apprehension of non-dual pure consciousness. It is the state of consciousness in which objects are not cognized at all. Here we find that apparently contradictory descriptions are applied. This is realization of mind only, that is chitta matrata, but the resultant state is also called achitta, mindless state. These contradictory descriptions apply to this state because chitta, as ordinarily understood, is paratantra svabhava, other dependent nature, which has tendency to construct an object. But in the liberated state, the mind does not construct any object, and hence it is not mind in the ordinary sense of the term. Hence, the state is called mindless. There is an interesting paradox here, that because this state amounts to realization of mind only, it is a state of mindlessness. Another striking feature of this state is that it is close to Buddhahood or Buddha's consciousness. In Trivshika, it is called body of liberation, Vimuktikaya, and body of righteousness, Dharmakaya, that is body called Dharma, that is Dharmakaya. And in Trisvabhava Nirdesha, it is called body of liberation, that is Vimuktikaya, and body of righteousness, that is Dharmakaya. Kaya literally means body, and Dharmakaya means body called Dharma. And in Trisvabhava Nirdesha, it is said that one attains Vibhutva, that is sovereignty, all pervasiveness, and all the three bodies of the Buddha through it. In Vimshatika, Vasubandhu says that the consciousness only state in its entirety can be known only by the Buddha. Vasubandhu in his commentary says that the Buddha knows the whole of consciousness only state in ineffable form, that is anabhilapyena atmana. Why ineffable form? That must be naturally because Buddha's consciousness has no subject object duality. Here we arrive at another paradoxical situation. Buddha's knowledge encompasses the whole of consciousness only state, hence it is about everything. It is omniscient, but at the same time it lacks subject object duality, and hence it is not about anything. Vasubandhu seems to resolve the paradox by taking recourse to some kind of mysticism by calling the content of this knowledge as ineffable, that is nirabhilapya. Trisvabhava theory in this way culminates into a kind of mysticism. Thank you.